Feel the thunder roll, the clay's flying, engines roaring full. Side by side, leaning into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Mud in the gears, fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe, running that wall, we're hitting the brakes. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. In the pits, we're family bound by grease and grit, building dreams from the ground. There's no quit. We live for the thrill.
I'm going. Give me a minute. I had to wait, make sure all the splits showed up. All right, we are getting in the session now. Looks like an 8,500 SOF as we get into this session.
This is our creed. Dirt track living is all we need. Giving it all, no room for slack. Down in the mud and we're never looking back. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer.
All right, it looks like we got Aiden Beerline in there, Forrester's in there, Bergeron's in there. But Jules is in there. Durgee's going to be in there. Jenkins in there. Connor New, yesterday's Dirt Pro Series winner. Busby's in there. Dylan Yeager, Ethan Johnson, Evan C., Hayden Tolson, James Edens, J.D. Brown, Joey Lingron, Hoffman, Rumsey. I don't know what the fuck this is. Hold on, let me go back. I don't know why I went there. It's supposed to be on repeat. All right, so definitely quite a few people. Looks like Gaines is in there, Waddell's in there, and Willie Cuddy all in there as we get ready for tonight's race. Thank you guys for the likes, shares, and follows. Just waiting for it to get in there. Jenkins, TTF. You know, Jenkins won last week. He was looking fast. I didn't see where he ended up finishing earlier, but he was looking fast early on today in one of the races. As these guys are out on the track, paints are catching up. Looks like we are in qualifying right now. Go ahead and turn that down a little bit. Looks like James Edens and Alex Bergeron out there. Edens going to be out there with a 13.179. Let's go check Bergeron out there as he is out on the track right now in the number 12 machine. Let's see where he's going to put it. He's going to put it second quick with a 13.273. Let the dirt fly. You ain't lying. So that if you're talking about the thumbnail, it's because I grabbed that from earlier. Oh God, right. All right, so we got Ethan Johnson out on the track right now. Stephen Gaines gonna go quick time with a 13.033. Stephen Gaines out there with the quick time. Then there goes Johnson with a 13.026, putting in that quick time. We got Carson Jenkins pulling out on the track, last week's winner, looking to make it 2 in a row. He was looking quick in the race that they were running earlier today in the official. Let's see if he's able to put down a quick lap. He is going to go ahead and bail out of that. We got Evan C. out on the track right now in the number 33. I just realized I didn't have the game sounds for you. Sorry, my bad, guys. All right, so Evan Seed's going to go out there. He's going to be 9th quick with a 13.157. JD Brown going to go 2nd quick with a 0.32. Looks like Jenkins going to jump up in the number 8 spot. Let's see who else we got out there. Nathan Waddell. Everyone's favorite former pro driver out there in the number 5 machine, trying to make the Pro Series again. Let's see what he's able to do as he works his lap. He's going to be 6th quick with a 13.054. These times are pretty close. Connor New, he is on fire right now. He won the official race that I was watching earlier, and he won yesterday's race. As it looks like Blake Majula is going to go 10th quick. He won yesterday's Pro Series race, and he is on fire right now. We'll see what he does. Sparkle Cupcake Spandex Love 67. What's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. Appreciate that. As we are going to get ready here for tonight's event. And Connor New. Can anybody stop Connor New right now? He seems to be on rails. He's got a fast one starting to his outside here tonight. We're going to get ready for tonight's starting lineup. You guys all know what time it is. It is now again time for tonight's starting lineup as these guys pull out on the track.
Feel the thunder roll, the clay's flying, engines blowing full. Side by side, leaning into the fight.
Starting on the pole here tonight. I think he's in the 73. What number is Connor New in? It is going to be Connor New. Outside of him, 73. Outside of him, in the number 11 machine, it's going to be Ethan Johnson. Starting inside, row number 2, in the number 14 machine, it is going to be JD Brown. He is hoping that he can have a little better luck than he's been having. He's been getting shuffled out and beaten and banged. We'll see if he can do a better run here tonight with the 07 of Stephen Gaines to his outside. Starting inside, row number 3, in the number 82 machine, it's going to be Desmond Busby. Outside of him, in the number 5, it is going to be Nathan Waddell. Starting inside, row number 4, in the Maximum Destruction machine, it's going to be Logan Rumsey. Outside of him, in the number, I don't know what number he is. Hold on, I gotta look for the numbers. We're gonna roll out. I don't know some of these guys' numbers. In the number 20, it is gonna be Aiden Forrester. I should know that. Starting inside, row number 5 here tonight. In the number 1 machine, it's gonna be Joey Lingron. Outside of him, in the 127, it's gonna be Blake Majulis. Starting inside, row number 6, in the number 62 machine, it's gonna be Carson Jenkins. Outside of him, in the number 12 machine, it is going to be Alex Bergeron. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, starting in the number 13 spot, it's going to be Willie Cuddy. Dylan Yeager to his outside in 14th. Hayden Tolson 15th. Evan C 16th. Caleb Durgan 17th. Aiden Beerline 18th. James Edens 19th. Kenny Hoffman 20th. 20 cars here tonight. No heat races, straight to the feature as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag. This time by green flag is out. Green flag is out as Connor New going to lead the way down the back straightaway. Not too slick out here. I will tell you, a slick track definitely makes it a lot more follow the leader. We should see some passing as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Sticking on the outside right now, it is going to be top heavy as the 73 of Connor New going to roll the top side of turn number 1 and 2. Of course, we got the beer line fans out there as Connor New goes to the top side. I'll tell you, Ethan Johnson to the bottom out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be nose to tail for the leaders as they come out of turn number 4. Connor New getting some pressure as Johnson tries to reel him in into turn number 1 and 2. Johnson going to grab the wall, able to hold on to it down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be 4 laps complete as they come across the line. Look at this back here. Absolute chaos back in the back. This track can be difficult. So many different ways to drive it. Some people are hard in, some are hard off. And, that could cause a lot of issues in the middle of the corner with people running different ways like that. We'll see how that pans out here tonight as Connor New continues to lead and the train starts to form on the outside. Oh, we got great battling back here as Yeager trying to make his way through. He's going to be 3 wide. Damage on the 327 at Tolson as he got in the back of Yeager. Down through turn number 1 and 2. These guys rolling the bottom side. It looks like it is going to be a top side track right now as Ethan Johnson tries to reel in the number 73 as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Connor New continues to lead down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. So Johnson getting a little too much wall there in 1 and 2. That's going to cost him as we got a battle back here. Here comes Busby up underneath JD Brown into 1 and 2. Slides up the track. Brown no choice but to get on the binders. Here comes Rumsey down low. Rumsey going to roll the bottom through turn number 3 and 4. It is door to door between Busby and Rumsey down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Slide job by Rumsey. Cut down by Busby down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Busby going to take the spot back. Rumsey no choice but to get behind as JD Brown gets hit from behind. Turned around. Will that be a caution? No. How is that not a caution? There it is. There it is. Looks like Forrester going to get in the back of... All right, looks like, yeah. Oh, he's gonna get. Oh, might have been some major net code there too. All right, so it looks like Majulis and Forrest are gonna make some contact here. We're gonna go take it from the back view. Looks like there's gonna be a little contact here. Might be some major net code though. Yeah. Oh my God. Major net code taking out JD Brown, turning him sideways. He might be all right. Forrester might be in the worst position here, if I'm going to be honest. It wasn't a very hard hit, and net code definitely playing a big role there as we get the first caution flag here tonight, and it looks like Forrester and Brown both on pit road. They're at the back of the pack. They might as well take that damage, but I don't think JD Brown got it as bad as Forrester. All right, we got them stacked up 2 by 2. Are we going green this time by? It looks like we are as the pace lights are out. It's going to be Connor New leading them back to the green flag. I see Forrester coming back out. I'm assuming JD is right behind them as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by. 13 laps complete, going to make it 14 complete as they come across the line. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Connor New going to go right to the top, but Johnson going to roll the bottom out of turn number 2. This is the time you got to take advantage of the bottom if you can. When these tires are cool, for some reason they work real well on the bottom side as they come out of turn number 4 down into turn number 1 and 2. Look at these guys spreading out through the field, 2, 3, maybe 4 wide. Back in the pack as Caleb Durgan stuck in the middle. Now he's on the bottom as they come out of turn number 4 wide. Not quite as they come down the front straightaway. Good battling all the way through the field as they come out of turn number 2. It shows good, but I'll tell you what, it is super frustrating for these guys. It is so hard to pass as Gaines going to get a big run on the outside of Rumsey. Rumsey's going to dig it in, thinks about the slide. It's not there. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Give that spot to Stephen Gaines as they head into 3 and 4. Here comes everybody's favorite former pro driver. It is going to be Nathan Waddell out in that number 6 spot, putting the pressure on Rumsey as Gaines is going to grab the wall in turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Here comes Rumsey back up underneath Gaines, side by side. Drag race down the front straightaway as Rumsey has to get in line. Here comes Nathan Waddell to the bottom. That bottom side just is not digging. Unless you're throwing a slider, it is almost pointless to go down to the bottom. Hopefully we can get something to fix that at some point with the dirt side as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Connor New going to continue to lead. It's going to be hard to pass Connor New. Even if you're fast enough to catch him, you got to find your way around. You're going to have to throw a slide that's going to slow you down. It's going to slow both of you down more than likely and allow the rest of the field to catch up as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Look at this, the 82 of Desmond Busby trying to make his way forward as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, battle for second, starting to pick up as we move back in the pack. You know it's tough when you see Evan C. back here, back deep in the pack in the number 15 spot as he tries to navigate his way through. He's going to shove it down low, slide job in 3 and 4, cut down by Edens. Down into turn number 1 and 2, still battling back here in the pack. Let's go check on the battle for a second. There's still single file battle right here between Majulis and Waddell. Waddell on the high side. Majulis down low into turn number 1 and 2. He thinks about it. He's not going to slide. He's going to roll the bottom. That might cost him a spot as here comes Jenkins on the high side. Jenkins going to latch onto the tail end of Nathan Waddell as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Still nose to tail. Oh, grabs the wall. That's going to open the door. Jenkins almost took it 3 wide. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Still about the same as it's been the last 23 laps as they come across the line. Oh, man. This is disappointing, honestly. That the bottom side won't come in. As they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Lingron. Lingron wants a piece of the action. So right about now, we're at a track state where you got to hope somebody makes a mistake. Oh, Jenkins gets the wall and Majulis into the back of him. Majulis into the back of him. That's going to knock the nose off that thing. No big grew back, but he definitely has damage, and he's put in the wall by Bergeron. Oh, big hit for Majulis. Oh, Forster into him. Well, that is unfortunate. Let's go take a look and see what happens here. Forster going to go for the slide. He doesn't go for the slide, but he drives up into Majulis. Nowhere for Majulis to go. Yeah. Oof. Oh, my God. Big hit for Forster. It's kind of disappointing because it used to be great racing here. But now it's just locked down. This isn't a good pre-gen track, I don't think. I think you got to let the cars work this one in. And I think it was just pre-gen too slick. Just because the fact it goes top. I don't think we're going to see much else come in here tonight. There's not enough laps. As we are 27 laps into this one. We are going to go 40 laps here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. Connor New is stupid fast right now. He is on a roll. Connor not so new anymore. As they come out of turn number 2, they're going to stack them up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag this time by. Looks like Forster and Majula is going to be done for the night. As they come out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Johnson. Johnson going to throw the slide in 1 and 2. That's what he needed to do. But Connor New going to come back with the cut down. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Slide job by Connor New. Here comes Johnson. Back up underneath. Oh, New's going to hold it as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Johnson going to slide him again in 1 and 2. Bang. Oh, perfect slide through 1 and 2 for Johnson. Here comes New. New's going to slide him in 3 and 4. Johnson might get the edge on this one. Great cut down by Johnson. Drag race. It's going to be Johnson at the line. New race leader in the 1 and 2. Ethan Johnson in the number 11. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Connor New all over the back of Johnson. Johnson leading the way. Can New find his way around? He's been the one to beat. He's got the speed, but the difference is passing here is so difficult as they come out of turn number 2 down into 3 and 4. Yeah, it is locked down. Top 1 and 2, slider 3 and 4. That's just the way this track goes. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, they're going to bang the boards on that cushion out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4, keeping it nose to tail, looking through the field. What we got going on here is it looks like Evan C. trying to make his way up through the field. He is up to the number 9 spot. He is looking for more work in that middle lane. That middle lane in 1 and 2 could come in here. I don't know if we got enough laps. We don't have enough laps for it to come in as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Nose to tail up at the front of the field. We're going to keep an eye on this battle. This is where the chaos is. A little bit of contact as C gets into Jenkins. Jenkins going to dig back on the outside. Here comes C. No, C can't get up underneath. Lingron going to slide. Waddell going to thread the needle between C and Lingron. Takes the spot back down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Great move by Nathan Waddell as here comes Lingron trying to work his way back up underneath. He's going to get the drive into turn number 1 and 2. No slide there. Good defense from Waddell. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They're going to get back to a single file into turn number 3 and 4. Waddell trying to get that middle to work as they come into turn number 4. Worked pretty good there. He pulls away from those guys as they head in 1 and 2. Waddell working the middle lane through turn number 1 and 2. One of the few people we can see doing that right now. Let's go check on the lead as here comes Connor New. Connor New gonna slide in 1 and 2. Perfect timing to go back as they slide through 1 and 2. Here comes Johnson back up underneath. What's up, Riley? Down into turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the track. New back into that number 2 spot. They got Dustin, your peanut butter. Slide job by New, cut down by Johnson. Back and forth for the lead. Johnson going to slide into 3 and 4. Johnson going to drive it out of turn number 4 with the lead. Here comes Connor New. Connor going to go low. He's going to slide into 1 and 2. Up the track. Here comes Johnson. Back down low. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Johnson looks to be gaining the momentum here. He's going to take the lead back. I don't know if New has enough. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Connor going to slide him in 1 and 2. Cut down by Johnson. Drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. One last time. Johnson going to play defense. Here comes Connor New down low out of turn number 4. It's a burner. It's going to be Johnson with the win. New in second. Gaines, Busby, Rumsey, your top 5. Well, at least the finish was good. I just wish they could do something about this single file racing. Jeez. All right, it's going to be Ethan Johnson with the win here tonight. Connor New in second. Going to be Stephen Gaines in that number 3 spot. Desmond Busby in 4th. Going to be Logan Rumsey in the number 5 spot. Nathan Waddell in 6th. Evan C. in 7th. Going to be Joey Lingron in the number 8 spot. Jenkins in 9th. Durgan in 10th. Going to be Bergeron in that number 11 spot. Beerline in 12th. JD Brown in 13th. James Eden's going to be in 14th here tonight. Kenny Hoffman, 15th. Cuddy in 16th. Tolson in 17th. Yeager, 18th. And then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, it is going to be Aiden Forrester in that number 19th. Or sorry, Blake Majulis in the number 19th spot. Aiden Forrester in 20th. Well, you know, if we could figure out something with Gaines wants some TV time. Hold on, let me get rid of this so Gaines can see, so everybody can see Gaines. Gaines sitting here in front of the camera. All right. No shake. That is going to be it for tonight, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out. Oh, Tolson got DQ'd. Did he incident point? Hold on, we got to go look at this before I go. Did he incident point out? I hate this Discord overlay. Gets in my way. Oh, he does. He did incident point out. That's wild. All right, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with some Arca Clay Clash. No Moody. Moody's going to be taking a couple weeks off. He's getting some work done with his PC. So no Moody. We'll have a new winner this week in the Arca Clay Clash. Who will it be? Well, the only way to know is to come and check it out tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Huset's. As always, guys, until next time, I got to vacuum your peanut butter. You might need to just cut off that top layer. But as always, guys, be safe and have a good night.